Hi, Rhea. Come on, kitty, 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 kitty. Come on, kitty, 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 kitty. I was just gonna go live like 2 minutes ago. Or, well, no, show my face. And then Donna had decided that she had enough of me and left. Because I wasn't giving her treats yet. She wanted her treats. And I'm like, look, I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know that it's 6:30 on a Tuesday, but you can wait for 5 more fucking minutes. Hello. But maybe she cannot actually. Hello. Awa! She was like, all she's done today is sleep, and then, like, now she's just an absolute nightmare. Come on. Yes. Yes. Yeah, and to punish you, you're not getting slurp immediately, you're getting chicken first. Uh-huh. Hi, Rhea, how you doing? Here. You don't want your chicken? Here. Oh, it's one of those again where she doesn't want it if it's in my hand. Okay. I'm not using different hand soap. I don't know what it is. Here. I'm hanging in there, finished the first half of short story today, which I'm happy about. That's awesome. Excellent work. Hi, kitty. Oh, how's you and Donna? Well, like I said, like, Donna's been good as gold all day, and now... Now she's being a little finicky bitch. She's just rubbing her face against the little strip of chicken that I'm holding. Which looks about as stupid as you imagine it does. Oh, now you're eating it. Oh, now it's on the floor. Okay, here. Have another one. I'll pick the other one up later. There you go. Or actually, I'll pick it up now, because otherwise it'll end up in my sock. Yeah, I know. I'm just moving. Here. Yes, why is everything so terrible? Awa! That's the button. Bing bong. Let her go. Okay, where am I? What day is it? Who am I? I don't know. Oh, it's Monday. Ooh, orientation week starts. Right. We can. Okay, let's go to uni. Because there's fun people to be met at uni. Oh no, that's the wrong button. There you go. I was gonna spend some of those points, but I realized that I have 68k and crumbs, and clearly I need that number to round up. Yes, like do not move before you hit 69k, and then you can spend it all. That is, I think, as the universe intended. Okay, since we're now in fall season, do we want to redecorate a little bit? Yeah, sure. Come on, let's treat ourselves. Let's have a little bit. Oh yeah, I got this. Let's get a little bit of a redecorate. Maybe for the roof? Sure, why not? No, go away. Also, sorry if I'm still replying, my health has taken a surprising turn, even by my strange standards. Oh, Sammy, I'm so sorry. And do not worry about a single thing. We're just happy that you're here. And that you're keeping us company. And your presence, as ever, is enough. Do we want yellow? I mean, why am I even asking that? Okay, but it's not pumpkin yellow, is it? the nightshade. Yeah. Oh, no, I meant to do the other one. I don't hate it. Maybe we can find a more autumnal yellow at the market at some point. There should be one. Or, like, maybe, like, a nice, you know, like a nice dark orange. That doesn't gel. Like, I don't know, on my other save I've also like played around with a lot of color combinations and it's always something like, I don't know what, but something's wrong with you. So I was like, oh, I don't like it. It's like how the, how one of the stripes in the Bi Pride flag is a different, like, is a non-matching hue and it drives me insane every time. Mousse brown, I like it. Like the contrast with the white is just too. If it weren't off-white, like we'd be halfway in business. But this is just... I'm not convinced. Maybe I just need to paint the whole body like this. But you need a contrast color, don't you? This could work. Yeah, that'll do for now. Do I make stuff yellow? Yeah, a few things, maybe. Bye, Donna. Okay, well, we're leaving it like that, and then we'll see. That's paint. Do we want to... Oh, and the bookshelves are a different color. Oh, oh, it's difficult being me. Okay, okay, that's quite pretty though. We're doing it that way. There you go. That's fine. And then also the floor this color. There we are. Hi, Dana. Yes. Yes, hello. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, what? Don't mute me. Let's see. Right, we've installed the cobweb, so that's all fine. I mean, if we're... Okay, I'm not gonna put Klaus's demo on when I'm just trying to figure out what will sell somewhere. Okay, we should, however, perhaps install the skull, shouldn't we? No, the skull just sits behind. The skull just sits behind the thing. Oh, let's remove the cactus. It's fine. Okay, put that there, then we can see the skull. Now the skull is by the garlic. I'm sure that is pleasing to all of us. Uni. Gosh, it's expensive. I don't remember from my other save what the uni kids might like. But I'm going to start with drama and the classics, because that tends to roll off the shelves pretty much by itself, just by dint of people having to... Donna, would you mind going on your blanket, actually? Yeah, because now my chin is covered in slobber, and I would quite like it not to be, actually. Thank you. Okay, let's put some kids' books down there. Okay, we'll also need the non-fiction, won't we? Let's do a shelf with travel. And then some crime. And some fantasy, and then everything is represented at the very least. Oh, that turned into a fantasy title. There we go. Bing bong, let's go. Ah, look, we matched the color scheme quite well. I like it. Oh no, here's a person to watch out for. Professor Wen. Ah, how interesting. A mobile bookshop. I'm inclined to purchase one of your titles, but first, give the professor 3 perfect recommendations. She will accept only hearts, nothing less. Let's see how well acquainted you are with literature, I don't mind a dull book, and I quite enjoy plays. I'm a fan of books like Henry VI, Part 3. Okay. Drama section, let's go. No. I mean, All's Well That Ends Well is not exactly dull, I would say. Let's see if we can find Henry VI part something else. Not in here. What about the classics? Romeo and Juliet, also not exactly dull. We have Henry VI part 3. Well, I wonder what would happen if I just give her that one. Like, give her the exact same title. Okay. You are getting All's Well That Ends Well. Let's see what happens. Are you sure? This book is way too action-packed. Okay, not dull enough. Fine. Perhaps you should try attending one of my comparative literature classes. Ooh, burn. We'll have room for growth, don't we? Try again next time. Oh, yeah. Yes, because I love being condescended to. Okay. Now, it's orientation week. So, folks are getting their stuff. So, that should pretty much get you going. Any questions? Phrasing. Can I bring my pet to school? Depends. Is it relevant to your research? Yes, totally. Good, then by all means, bring your pet raccoon. I've been in the kitchen with the speaker, but did I hear right that All's Well That Ends Well was too action-packed for someone? Yeah. That surprised me as well, because, you know, it's not a complete dullard, but I don't find it that exciting, if I'm honest. Yeah, Professor Wen said that that was way too action-packed. So, you know, basically we suck. Oh, the cobwebs kind of go everywhere. I could understand that from, like, Macbeth. Yeah. Or, you know, Romeo and Juliet, which was the other Shakespeare play I had. What's up? I need a fact book because I want to acquire knowledge. Straightforward. I like niche books for the most part. I'm a fan of books like A Dragon Apparent. What's that? In the final decade before war would sweep all he witnessed into history, Lewis travels through Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia to see the curtain start to fall on an era of French colonial rule. Oh. Yes, how sad. Okay, fact books. I mean, you like niche stuff. A journalist's engaging investigation into the 1986 fire at the Los Angeles Public Library. Part true crime story, part essay on what libraries mean to us and why the burning of books or libraries is so devastating. I mean, that's not super niche, but goes into the direction. Page Boy by Elliot Page. The Comfort Book. Asking Autism. The Radium Girls. A fascinating harrowing account of the American girls hired to paint clock faces using radium in the early 1900s. I think that qualifies as relatively niche. Art of the Modern Movie Poster. Lovely collection of over 1,500 vintage film posters. Now, I would like that. Let's go with Radium Girls. Hi, Zan. Hello. Oh, Zan. Oh, I'm tiny. Hold on. I mean, I literally am tiny, but also need to go back to this view so that I can show Zan my duck. It's a wicker duck. Look, it's a basket. It can hold things. It's a duck. It only has one eye. My mum gets the other one that has two eyes. Have you seen the duck? I have to, like, after stream, I have to put a picture on the server just to make sure that everyone I know gets to see the duck. Like, I've already sent pictures to, like, tons of people today. But yeah, look, it's my duck. Cool. If more people join today, this will happen again. You get the Radium Girls. Everyone needs a wicked duck on their Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Anne. So, Zan, welcome. Hello. How was your day? Welcome to SBO. Oh, wow. I forgot how busy it gets here during orientation week. Ah, look at all the first years. I always feel a little bad for them. They look so terrified. Yeah, that's why you should run them over with your bicycle. I still remember what it was like running around this big new place, trying to find the right buildings. And the endless icebreakers. What a nightmare. But now that it's my last year already, I almost miss it. Time really flew by. Well, anyway, we should do something to help these poor new arrivals out. Could you hang up this campus map in the bookshop? Yes, of course I can. No problem, on. Oh, I should make coffee. I keep a lot of things in a collection of small bowls and baskets, so basket duck is very much my vibe. Same. I've got, like, just on this, like, monitor rise up thing, I've got, like, this little bowl, which holds, like, pins and whatever rings that I wear during the day and then take off. And then here's, like, lip balms and random little bookmarks and shit and pins, and also my cat, apparently, for some reason. Yeah, and that just continues throughout the apartment. My day wasn't bad, thanks. I'm EP, but I have things to do, but also I'm procrastinating. I also have a minor obsession with Greek coffee at the moment. Understandable. I've only seen it, not had it. I should try Greek coffee, see if I like it. My greeting for everyone this stream is sorted. Yes. Sammy just at the door. It's like, hi, welcome, find a seat. Also, have you seen Grumble's duck? Oh, that is prime real estate for a hilarious typo, is what that is. I think I do still have a ceramic duck upstairs for holding random bits and pieces. See, it's a good... Yeah. Sammy's like, have you heard the good news? Holds up wicked duck. Yes. You there. Oh, wow, that's a greeting, isn't it? I wouldn't mind if there was romance. Okay. Also, I'd love to read something classic. Please assist me with my search. Classics. Wow, they're buying me out. Well, there is romance in Romeo and Juliet. You there, boy. What day is it? It's Duck Day. Is it ever fucking Duck Day? Donna, stop muting me. Hunchback of Notre Dame, a gothic romance set in the dark and troubling streets of medieval Paris. Yes, very. Yeah, you know what? You're getting fucking... Or if you want to give him an education. Although I'm not sure if there's romance in Belinda. I don't know. Nah, you know what? You're getting Hunchback of Notre Dame. Have fun. There we go. Bye-bye. Oh, good. I haven't missed it. Hold on. I'm catching up on chat. Wait, someone photoshopped Christopher Lee in The Wicker Man holding a wicker duck. That's an excellent idea. Ba-ba-ba. Godspeed, buddy. How was that unconventional? Was a classic with romance in it? Yeah. Okay, Donna, like, look, I love you and you're very cute, but also please stop licking my chin while I'm trying to do things. Personally, I would not call it a romance. I mean, no, but he didn't say he wanted a romance novel. He said, you know. I know they said gothic romance, but even that, Well, I think that's going by, like... the sort of now outdated definition of the romantic genre, or, you know, romance. Hi, Dana. You there. I'm looking for something poetic right now. Biographies are far too boring for me, though. The Rhythm of the Rain is one of my all-time favorites. What's that? With a gentle tip of his jar, a boy sends droplets of water on a long journey downstream. This gorgeous picture book follows that journey, gently tracing the path of the water cycle. Well, that's fun. Okay, but you're looking for something poetic. Okay, well, picture books can be poetic, so, you know. Do we have anything in the kids section that would...
Would it kill you to get me a fucking bouquet?
I know! You there, crowd. I was strong today. Yeah, this might be an affectation that they have at uni. Who knows? This might be the hot new thing. Hey, Artemis Fowl. Okay, do I have any feckin' poetry? I would like a poetic book about the rain cycle. Me too. This is... Like, this is a strange request. Like, you're looking for something poetic, but not biographies, which, like, puts him more in the fact section. And certainly, like, The Rhythm of the Rain is a fact book just for kids. But I'm all out of fact books. Okay, that's autobiographical, so no. I mean, would he take Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth under this one? I don't know. A Tomb with a View. Because I don't think there's anything, like, really... Okay, do I have any non-fiction in the kids section right now? No, I don't. Okay. I want to read A Tomb with a View. It sounds really good. The Stories and Glories of Graveyards. What is it? Peter Ross pays homage to the famous, the infamous, and the forgotten in graveyards across Britain and Ireland. That sounds amazing. Not what he's looking for. I'm gonna give him Journey to the Center of the Earth and see what happens. come on, where's the poetry? Yep, but everything else that you were telling me pointed to non-fiction, my dude. Weirdo. Man, I haven't been to a graveyard for a while. When was I last in a graveyard? Did we go to a graveyard in Berlin? No, I don't think we did. So, yeah, no, I think the last graveyard I was in Salzburg. Pretty sure when I was there for that conference. Yeah, I think that was it. Yes, I'm very busy right now. Right, she sits there all fucking day. Oh, hold on, there was a bottle, I think, lying around. There you go. Anything else? Nope. Yeah, I don't know actually if... Like, there are a few churches near me, but I'm not sure if any of them have... I don't think any of them have graveyards attached. Or maybe the one further down, just a teeny tiny one. Because depending on the region, I think especially here in the north, it's a little more common to, like, just have graveyards not attached to churches, but just have graveyards. Ooh, there's a wooden candlestick. An old film camera, what does that do? An aspiring actor will come by today. Or if you sold more than 10 books yesterday, well, we can manage that. Okay. I mean, I have enough money for both of these. Okay, crime sale chance, daily expenses, 5% danger. I mean, the dog negates a lot of danger, so we're fun. Yeah, the camera sounds very fun. I'm definitely getting the camera. I'm gonna hold off on the candlestick for now. Do I need anything desperately? Oh, road trip bundle. Yes, we always need... Oh, here's the assorted poetry bundle. But we're good on the rest of this for now. Okay, Anne asked us to put this up. Okay, we can put that on when we're at uni. And we're gonna put the camera right there. I forgot to pet the dog. So intrigued by the nightmare fuel bundle. Yeah. Forgot to pet the dog. Someone kill me. Okay, where in piss are we even going next? It's Tuesday. So we're a free agent basically. Game of Crimes. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's raining today. Where do we want to go when it's raining? Oh god, the cafe is so expensive. Sure, let's go to the cafe and get some more business lecturing over with. Classic travel and crime. Got it. Hey Donna, where are you going? Donna's like, I've fucking had it. I need... I don't need that many fuck books, do I? Let's pack some more crime, see what happens. I'm not gonna min-max too much. That's not what I'm here for today. Okay. Boop the bird. Oh. Let's see if there's any garbage around. Yes, there is. And some more. I think that was it. Pet the dog. Ah, woo. Do you like the rain? Woof woof. Let's do a little training today. You want to play? Catch. Yeah, good boy. Gonna have to see if we can teach him roll over. Tilda, you did not just call me young'un. The goodest boy. Yeah. Oh, I keep, like, every time Luke says it, I'm like, I have to integrate this into my vocabulary. But whenever something annoys him in a video game, Luke says, go swivel. It's just like, Tilda, go swivel. I wouldn't mind starting a new series. I'm a fan of world-renowned detectives. I quite like a thrilling story. I'm interested to see what you'd suggest. I mean, Agatha Christie, basically. Or, you know, maybe some Sherlock Holmes. Ghost stories from the grave. Interesting. I think we've recommended this to Tilda before and she liked it. But I don't think Vera Wong has quite attained. Hey, we should just give her Silence of the Lambs. Oh, why not? Okay, what do I have here? Please tell me I packed a fucking... I'm not giving her Dan Brown. Or... Is this the one where we recommend Tilda Dan Brown? Will it finally happen? Because, like, wouldn't mind starting a new series, even though this is, like, not the first one. But world-renowned detectives. I mean, he's not exactly a detective. Is our man Robert Langdon. And, like, whether anyone finds Dan Brown thrilling is up to them. Like, whether you find Dan Brown thrilling is between you and God. But is this the day where we recommend Dan Brown to Tilda? I don't know. Let's check the classics. Thrilling. Those Gänsefüßchen do a lot of lifting. And yeah, Gänsefüßchen is German for quotation marks. So we call quotation marks goose's feet. And Füßchen is like the diminutive, the cute version of foot. I don't have a single fucking Christie. What's wrong with me? Why would I do this to myself? Why would I not pack a Christie when I know... Aha! In the drama section, a Christie. Well, fuck off then. Oh wow, Tilda said ACAB. Okay. Whose feet? Yes. The best thing from any Dan Brown story was the line, quickly, we must find a library. And I think that might just be in the movie version. Possibly. Teeny goose feet. Yeah, it's not just goose feet, but the teeny too. Very good. Your customers seem pleased. Well done. You've completed your first step toward becoming a world-class Bookston business. Imagine my relief. Now, let us see if your good sense for book recommendations also translates into a good eye for decoration. Oh. The companion says that any good business must show proper decorum. Okay, are we talking about, like, not sitting there with my pants down or decorations? I'm intrigued to see if you can match the Liberté's classy interior decor. Let me have a look here. Oh, well, I dare say your taste is already very sophisticated. Well, equip 3 classy decor items. I did not expect that, I admit. Oh, is that your biases and preconceptions at work, Mariam, is it? Did you see all of my tattoos and thought, oh, she's never read Jane Austen? A week and a day until I get this hand tattooed, and I am so fucking stoked you don't even know. You don't even know. But also, you know, every time when I'm, like, when I think or say stoked, I have to think of that Kate Beaton comic about what's his name, the Black Prince. And then, like, in one of the panels where he's like, and we were like, eat it! And then the other guy, like, the scribe goes, I forget that you're 16. Eat it! Okay. I did not expect that, I admit, but credit where credit is due, dear. I will introduce the next challenge to you tomorrow, then. That's, I mean, bold of you to assume that I will fucking be here tomorrow, Mariam. Because I won't be, because I'll be at the fucking fish market, won't I? How do I have this much crime sale chance, and you're only, like, only bought 1 fucking crime book off me? What's wrong with all of you? I mean, it's raining. That's what's wrong with everyone. Dreadful weather. All the world's a stage, so give me a play. Also, I could get into a romance novel, but I'm not really a fan of thrillers. Okay, so not Romeo and Juliet then, I guess. Question is, do I have any plays? Jurassic Park, have fun. Do I have Thornhill twice? No, okay. Again, how about Silence of the fucking Lambs? What's wrong with that? Let's give them Julius Caesar. The duck is in the Discord. Excellent. I will look at it presently. Oh, it's adorable. Oh, I love the little bonnet. That's so cute. That's an excellent duck. Thank you, Sammy. Okay, so not Julius Caesar for the romance novel then. Hey. I don't think I have what this person wants. It was an Easter thing my granddad bought for me years back. Aww. Yeah, I don't have what they want. I don't have. I mean, aside from fucking Julius Caesar, I don't have a single play lying around. Sorry about that. But also that combination, it's like, okay. Also, how are you telling me that you want a play, but you could get into a romance novel? It's like, oh. Hello, Moira. Oh, finally, I've been waiting to run into you in your famous bookshop. Everyone's been telling me that I missed a great deal while I was abroad. Looks like they were right. Catch me up then. How's it been here in Buxtonbury? Who do you like? Who's been bugging you? So the thing is that Mariam is her grandmother. So we won't be telling her that her grandmother's been bothering us all to shit. What's your name? Right, my name is Moira. Pleasure to meet you. You mind if I have a look at your books there? I ran out of reading material about 3 countries ago. Sorry, not centuries. Moira's not a vampire so far as we know. Okay. Hey, puppy. I'm just gonna pet the dog. You think I should join the Pioneers? You can do whatever you like, Harper. Do you want to? I don't like when adults tell me what to do. Fair. But Sasha from school said they did archery in camp last summer. Ooh, that's cool. Please! I want to do archery too. Well, then I guess you have to join the Pioneers. This year they're camping up at the old ruins. That's my favorite place. Castle Ruins. We have a new place to go. Okay, Harper, I'm gonna make coffee. Don't drink too much of it, okay? Hi. Can I get a book? I need something with loads of cool animals. I can't get enough of Thumbelina. I mean, who can? Let's see. You need animals, do you? Could get her Shahrazad's cat. Though I'm not sure how many more animals are in there. Matilda. Heidi. Go, child. Do archery, get shooty. Exactly. Okay, let's look at the fact section. Kitchen rules. Oh, okay. Thought it was like knife safety for children. Don't tell my mother, because she like gave me like one of the sharpest like veggie knives that we ever had when I was 4 years old and said, here, chop. And I did. And I have all my fingers, so. Crying in H-Mart. Catterday in Buxtonbury. In this visual photographic history of Buxtonbury, Luna Knight documents the local feline population. Well, unfortunately, that is fictional, but we will be giving that to Harper. Here you go. I've taught archery to children before. It's only about 60% as disastrous as you think. Well, there you go. Harper's going to be a natural. Okay, this coffee was possibly a waste, but... oh no, that was fine. Little Women can't have too many. Well, we only have one copy of Little Women. I have 3, possibly 4 copies of Pride and Prejudice. Yeah, I think I have 3 in English and 1 in German. Oh well. Contemplating a danger coffee myself. Boop the bird. Okay, mixed book bundle. Ooh, gothic horror comes with a free sense of dread. And yeah, you bet it does. Sure, let's stuck up on gothic horror. Hi. Wall lantern? Possibly taken from a wall around Buxtonbury. Well. That is a classy item. Yeah, I'll take it. Thanks very much. Let's see where I can put that. Well, now it's sort of hidden. I can put that there. Well, there we go. What does that one do? That's fine. Tell you what, we'll just put that one there. But then what do I do with my sign that says books? And then what do I do with my garlic wreath? Oh no. Life is tough. Okay. Okay, I can hang the garlic with the lantern. That's fine. Cool. Now it is Wednesday, is it not? Yes, it is. Okay. And it's sunny. I think I have 3 copies of the Grimms, but in my defense, they're all different editions and I need them all. Yeah. Absolutely you do. Oh yeah, I need to... my mum has not bothered me yet, but I know she's going to very soon about my birthday wish list. So I'm gonna tell her about... Like, my birthday is basically sorted. I've told my friend that I would like a nice letter opener made by some guy in Bavaria. He has a website. They look gorgeous, so I want a letter opener. And I'm gonna ask my mum/parents for a new repress of 80s Japanese city pop that Black Screen Records has in their lineup, and the copy of Dracula, the new translation that I didn't get when I was in Berlin. So there you go. She's very on top of things. Oh yeah. Like clockwork, 3 months before my birthday, my mom was like, "So, my child, what do you want?" And sometimes I'm prepared and I have a list, and other times I'm like, "Mother, I barely know my name." Okay. Travel, fact, and classic. Same as every fucking time that I go here. Travel, fact, classic. Here, let's do 1.5 for each, and then that's fine. Kids books go down there. Drama. Or, let's do this. And then Poodle Crime in this way, and then do fantasy for the rest. To be fair, I normally have gifts for September through the end of the year sorted by July, August. Yeah. I, one tries. One tries. Though I will admit that birthdays sometimes sneak up on me a little bit, and I was like, oh, whoops. Oh, let's talk to Walter first. Looking for seashells? Yes, I am. The one that always sneaks up on me is James's and my dating anniversary next month. Ooh. Bing. Okay. Harper, it's a school day. What are you doing here? You said you'd come by after school. Well, maybe it's before school. Maybe she's getting her book shopping in early. I'll be right with you, Harper. I'm just looking for seashells, because you told me to. No, there don't seem to be any. I'll pet the dog, too. Who's the sweetest boy? Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, let's make some coffee for all these sailors. Harper's playing hooky, as she should. You have an educational book for kids. I need a little tutoring. I can't get enough of the lost words. Yep, I already finished the last one. Gone are the days when children's alphabet began with A for acorn, B for butterfly, and C for caterpillar. But in this book of spellbinding poetry and enchanting illustrations, the magical words of nature, travel, and animals are restored into our lives. That seems cute. She came for an educational book instead of going to school. That's equivalent, right? Yeah, that'll settle you for a day. Life is better when you draw it. Shakespeare, The World as Stage, possibly not. Newtonian physics for babies. History of nearly everything. How not to kill your house plant. Okay, let's see what we have. In the travel section. Oh, but she said 4 kids. Okay, fine. Education for kids. Not so far. How did whales get so big? Well, there you go. I would also like to know how whales got so fucking big. There we go. Are you a child who can't stop asking questions like, why did my hamster eat her babies? Okay. Try this kid-friendly encyclopedia. Jesus. Not a sentence I thought would come out of my mouth today, but here we are. Oh, your ramp can be quite steep, you know. Yes, I'll install a stair lift just for you, Tilda. Well, it's not just that. I suppose I'm stiff because I've been neglecting my exercise programs lately. Well, there you go then. Don't grumble at me. I'm just not the type for it. It's frustrating and difficult and so dull. And whose fault is that, Tilda? Listen. There's that lady on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Like, she's in her 60s, 70s, and she lifts weights just to, like, be able to carry her grocery shopping and shit. Follow her. And don't go anywhere else on either TikTok or Instagram. I beg of you, Tilda. I don't want to have to de-radicalize you. But it's considerably better and more effective than taking dozens of painkillers, I guess. Yeah. My arthritis isn't going away anytime soon, after all, so I have to take better care of the old hip. Yes, that would be my goal for the day. I'll leave you to your work then, but don't forget to rest. I mean, glad we could have this one-sided conversation where Tilda just talks herself round to... Yes, she will be doing her exercises, actually. Oh, so many sailors. Everyone's got shore leave. Okay, wait. Ah, there we go. Hi, Anne. Hi, you got another book for me? I'd like to read more about the beautiful nature on planet Earth. Well, I just gave away the one about how the whales got so big. Wouldn't mind reading more female-penned literature, and fact books are my usual go-tos. Okay. What do we have? I mean, it would be kind of catty, I think, if I gave Anne How Not to Kill Your House Plant. Okay, anything about nature? Okay, this is about cooking. Huh? Okay, this is not written by a lady. Wanderings across the world, each one in its own way connected to the sea, its islands, and its maritime creatures. Oh. I don't think I super have what Anne wants. Is the problem. Like, I'd be willing to try the sea inside. I'll try and see if the sea, its islands, and its maritime creatures is enough. Huh? Not a perfect wreck. We'll take it. And I've made coffee. Ha 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 ha. Give me a hand, matey. Doing my best. Ahoy, I'd love to read something to do with real life. Also, if there's animals, that's a plus. Everyone with animals today. Found a books like a buzz in the meadows. Oh, cool. Dude, we're getting so short on animals. I'm just saying. Anything here about animals? No. Buddy, I think we're fresh out. I suspect the problem is on my end, but Steam keeps dropping for me. I may restart my computer and be back in a minute. Yeah, I'm not seeing any dropped frames, and there's not like more load than usual on my PC. Let me see if Twitch is saying anything. No, bitrate is fine. Quality is supposedly excellent. So yeah, this may require either just like restarting the browser or the whole computer. Sorry, bro. All the animal books are gone. Could really use something with a political message. Oh, here we go. I occasionally enjoy escaping with a good YA novel, and I also could go for something philosophical. Can you help me or whatever? Not any problems, which is odd for me, seeing as I'm upstairs at the minute. Oh, okay. The Wi-Fi signal is strong in the force today. Okay, something with a political message. I've like everyone's just been so focused on this bit. We do have like this book on the hidden history of women-led slave revolts. And this about facial disfigurement. I mean, it's not, you know, it is a graphic novel. It doesn't say mature reading. I'm not sure that it fits into YA exactly. Yeah. Take it and you'll like it. Aha. Good. Still not over saying Tilda, over Tilda saying that, Alison Bechdel is not political enough. I need an absolute... Oh, hi, Fern. I need an absolute unit of a book. 700 pages at a minimum. We haven't... Well, Fern hasn't... I think Fern's been, but Fern's not talked to us this season yet. So I think Fern is feeling shy. I need an absolute unit of a book, 700 pages at a minimum, and I like escaping into fantasy worlds, but I'm not that fussed on books about magic. I hope it's not too much of a bother. Siren Queen, very good, but no. Okay, let's check the classics. 3 men and a boa. No. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for units, my dude. None of this is fantasy so much. It's James Patterson. We're not selling fucking James Patterson. Yeah, buddy. I think you're shit out of luck. It's alright. Gonna pet the dog about it. Who needs a 700-page book unless you're pressing flowers or something? Like, who really needs? I mean, it's a good point. Who needs a 700-page book? Who's got time for that? Not me. My favorite book is like 900 pages long, lol. Which one's that? But also, I mean, I bet that's like, is that an outlier size-wise, like among your favorite books? Hold on, I have to kill a mosquito. Middlemarch. True, that is an absolute chocker. Oh yeah, definitely. Mint condition murders. I love mint condition murders. Must read classics. Oh yeah, we're getting a bit low. We're okay for everything else. Oh good, the cat's back. Hi Dana. Wah. I do generally enjoy a lengthy Victorian novel though. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, don't get weird because I'm holding it. Good kitty. Yeah, say hello to Zan. They haven't seen you yet today. And Mama. And get away from my chin. Okay, hanging fern. Well-behaved fern looking for a new home. Well, fern can go away. Stream's still cutting in and out for me post-restart. Well, I'm sure it's a me problem if no one else is seeing issues. At least as far as I can tell on my end, everything should be fine. So I'm not sure what to do. Have you tried lowering the settings? Like when you click on the cog, you can like go down from 1080p to like 720 and see if that helps. Ow! Do you want to customize anything? No. Okay, it's raining. Yeah, I tell you what, let's just go to uni again. Get the most out of orientation week. Then we can explore the castle ruins at the weekend. How about it? Oh yeah, thank you, Donna, for yawning at me. That's great. Yes, I love the aroma of cat food and bad breath. Yeah, come on. Go on, you blankie. 720 was still choppy, so I knocked it down to 480. Well, hello. He's a slightly pixelated me. So long as it works. Okay, fact, classic, drama, and fantasy. That sounds about right. Alright, let's do it this way. Let's only stock what sells well in this area. Let's see how that helps. Fact, classic, drama, and fantasy. Okay. Oh, I just thought it might be because I'm in the bedroom rather than the living room. That could be. Like until a few years ago, I finally got off my ass and installed a mesh repeater. Like my signal in the bedroom was atrocious. Phrasing. Somehow. We don't talk about it. Okay, bottles. Wireless signals are so silly. They are. Like, just work. For goodness sake. It's like when printers get up their own arse. Okay, everyone shush, I'm talking to you, Professor. Yes, what do you have today? Anything of literary value? Sometimes you just get random null zones in your home for no reason, you know. Like, I understand if it's, you know, impacting the kitchen because of all of the stuff in there. Give me something straight from the stage. Also enjoy a good classic from time to time. Okay, you're getting any fucking Shakespeare I can find. The Housekeeper and the Professor by Yoko Ogawa. I fucking love that novel. If you haven't read it yet, please, I implore you, read The Housekeeper and the Professor. I read it last year. And I knew at the end I would cry, and I did, and it was gorgeous. Like, it's about friendship and family and baseball and math, and it's just really nice. So there you go. Before the recent unpleasantness with Knick-Knack, I never had my laptop in here, but now I'm here avoiding him all the time. Ow. The Miracle Worker, a play. What's that? Oh, Reina Maria Rilke. There you go. Where's my fucking Shakespeare? Or tell you what, you're getting Chekhov's gun. There you go. Sweet, the Seagull. They're putting on a new production soon. Well, you're more knowledgeable than I thought. And I will return tomorrow for the next title. Good, fuck off. Great, let's make coffee about it. Oh. Book in the hedge. Hi, Moira. Oh, hi. Wow, did you adopt a dog or are you just dog sitting? He's a sweet one, isn't he? Yes, he is. Only reason I never got one myself is because I love spontaneous traveling too much. Maybe you'll let me hang out with your dog from time to time, right, babes? Moira, I do not know you half well enough for you to call me babes. Babes? I mean, she does look cool, so I might let it slide, but, Hey, we're gonna be best friends. You and me, or you and my dog? I mean, that might just be, you know, me being German, but, like, babes? on such a short acquaintance? Are you sure? I'd be okay with her calling me that. Alright. You there, I'm looking for a biography. Do you have anything like Sisters in Science? Please assist me in my search. Oh yeah, Sisters in Science. I believe I've recommended that before. Okay, let's have a look. Tales of Norse mythology. Oh, you're looking for a biography. Sorry. Spaced out for a second. It's not looking good on biography right now. Let's see if anything's in the travel section. Travelogue. Rambles in Germany and Italy. While Italy held many painful memories for Mary Shelley, she returned to the places she had once called home as a political ally in Italy's fight for independence. Could that be suitably biographical? Maybe? We'll try it and see if it's enough. Yeah! Good. Okay. I wasn't sure. A perfect wreck, even. Oh, I tell you what I forgot today. I forgot to take my hay fever meds and my eyes are itching like mad. No, it's okay. Like, it's not, you know. And I'm good about not touching them, but oof. Quite enjoy plays. Also, if there's less than 200 pages, that's a plus for me. Pygmalion's one of my all-time favorites. Right, I keep forgetting that that's the basis for My Fair Lady. Okay, a short play is what you want. Oh wait, didn't we have... I think Importance of Being Earnest got sold. Well, this is a play by William Gibson, and it's short. It's not a lot like Pygmalion, I don't... Although... I think it'll do. There you go. Have fun. Oh. Okay, was that just me, or did that sound a little sexy? Have you had a lot of students in today, by any chance? I suppose so. You see, I overheard the new first years asking about where to get the books they were supposed to buy. A lot of professors choose books that aren't in the library for their assigned reading lists. The kids sounded so stressed, and I wanted to help. So I hope you don't mind that I pointed them in your direction. I know you won't have many textbooks or academic journals in stock, but your books are nice and affordable. Maybe you'll find something for them, eh? Assigned reading. Yay. We can do that, Anne. See, Anne, I would absolutely let call me babes. Just putting that out there. But that's because I have known Anne for longer than 5 minutes. Whee! Let's go. Okay. Sorry. Oh yeah, let's snap these up. That's a good assortment. Okay. Do we just go to uni? Oh, I forgot to hang up the map. Silly me. Yeah, tell you what, let's just go to uni again. Let's show some consistency, hey. There we go. There's the map. Wait, I can hang that up inside, can't I? Just an inside view. How does one do that again? This way. There we go. There. Put up the map. Let's make the most out of orientation week. Okay, so all of that gets sold pretty well. Classic fact and drama. Let's just stock up with that, why not? Where? Let's put it. Dramas this way. I'll put some travel books in there, just in case. Okay, what does the professor want? I'm training my brainceps. Give me something academic. I'm looking for a non-fiction book. Okay. Please never say brainceps to me again. Do you want physics from 1908? It has nearly 900 pages. Jesus Christ. You're gonna give her the fucking Chicago Manual of Style. Is that academic enough for you? Periodic table explained. That would be something, wouldn't it? Yep. Ah, it's not a perfect rec. Fine. Good enough. Who's throwing all these books into hedges? For goodness sake. Library's literally right there. Honestly. Right, Anna. And picked up a copy of Cyrano de Bergerac and nothing else. I mean, that's a week sorted, really. Hi there, all the world's a stage, so give me a play. I don't want anything pretentious, though. Can't get enough of all's well that ends well. Okay, more Shakespeare. Okay, my betting is that they would call Henry VI pretentious, but not Othello. Clonk, sorry. Oh. Travel book wedged itself into artifact section. Well, that's fine. Let's see if we have anything in the classics. Anything else? Death of a Salesman. This depressing play. Sorry, that made a weird noise. Okay, what was I looking at? Here, you get Othello and then we'll see what happens. See? Called it. Completed assigned reading. Yay! This is smart. What's up? I only read serious, sophisticated literature, and I love to read something to do with real life. Okay. That sounds good. We are Bridges, a memoir. Amateur hour over here. Not sophisticated enough for you, huh? Fine.
Hey.
You're calling my dog Mothy? His name is Behemoth. Moira?
Oh.
Have you listened to those new songs Klaus wrote? They're amazing, right? I couldn't believe that he worked on them in secret for so long. I'm quickly tipping to one end of the scale on Moira. Me too. I also brought some song drafts today, just some scribbles out of my travel diary. Oh, a little read from me, Okay. Passed my last exam. It's literally the start of the semester, but sure. Want to read a horror story? Also, violence is optional, but appreciated. Okay. Do we have any horror? Would Phantom of the Opera fall under horror enough? I'm not sure. I've not read it, I've only seen productions. I would say it could be horror. Meat Lovers. Tender and grotesque, gentle and harrowing, this queer, mature poetry collection is split into two parts, meat and lovers. The boundaries blur, love and flesh merging together in a dance so enthralling that you can't look away. Okay, you're getting a Phantom of the Opera. Okay, she calls it disgusting. right, I forgot you can make the leaf piles dance. Sometimes there's stuff in there. Okay. Oh, good. It's time for the flea market. Yeah. Okay, take that thing off. Flea market, fact, classic, and drama. I think what we have will all be fine. Let's see. Wait, where does it show me what my... Was that the flea market? I thought it was the uni. Yeah, that was the uni, but we're going to the flea market now. Does it tell me anywhere what the breakdown of my expenses is? I don't think it does. Oh, no, there it does. Okay, I have to click on it. Gotcha. Okay, bookshelves, awning, behemoth, storage box, dog bed, folding table. Okay. I meant in book. Oh. Oh, thank you, Sammy. Thank you for paying attention when I don't. Okay, classic fact and travel. Classic fact and travel. Okay. Classic fact. Okay, credit flowers. I wonder if, like, removing other stuff just means that people won't ask for it. Okay, credit flowers, coffee machine, but I like my coffee machine. Okay. Okay, I'm keeping my coffee machine. No problem. I was like, I'm sure the flea market was travel before. Yeah. No, you were right. Bing. Let's put the fern there. There we go. And we will not buy anything from Tilda. Unless it's really good, in which case we might. Okay. Classic fact and travel. stack some crime for Tilda. Okay, but now we've got no drama in there. Let's do Chroma and Dime. Chroma and Drime. Half and half. There you go. We'll see how that works. And after I said I wasn't gonna min-max, oh well. Do you have autumn colors? Please tell me of autumn colors. Dune! Oh. Have some wet paint in these drying times. Yes, thank you. Burnt umber. Nah. Hello, Tilda. Okay, don't want any of that. Bye. This guy is just selling his weird doll. Oh, no. A toy rocket. Fantasy and kids sale chance. Small bench. Allows people to rest. Oh, that gives us more inspiration duration. I would not say no to that. Or a grandfather clock. Sure, because I've got nothing else to do. Just a full grandfather clock, yeah. Tell you what, I'll get the bench, because that's nice. Bing, bing, bong. Let's see. Talk to Anne. I like the Monstera. Daisies! Yeah, come on, let's get daisies. Daisies are nice. Okay, let's put the coffee on. Oh. Alex got his card. Okay, so maybe the Deutsche Post is lying to me, because on the post box they say the collection is every day at 9:30, but this is the second time now that Alex got a letter from one day to the next. So I'm thinking that maybe the post box is lying and they collect in the afternoon, because twice, from collection, posting to delivery in the same day, it feels like the Deutsche Post found a wormhole. So, sorry. Burped right into the mic. Deutsche Post is using time travel to get things done, apparently. And then, watch a letter, within Bremen take 3 days. Oh yeah, about Moira. Of course, I fully supported her wish to travel the world. You know, I was the one who convinced her fathers to agree to it. Oh, look! Diversity win! Moira might be annoying, but her dads are gay. Moira's a grown person after all, and she makes good decisions, has her first degree already. This whole family needs to learn to trust her a little more, but oh well, who listens to me anyway? Yeah, the way you're behaving, Tilda, fucking nobody. Quicker to post yourself than get the train. The most important thing is this. She's back in Buxtonbury, and I know she could be quite a good influence on you if you let her. Listen, she gave my dog unsolicited nicknames. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know, man. I actually quite like how subtly queer this whole game is. It is good. It is very good. She's such a remarkable person with so much drive. Ever feeling you two will become fast friends? Sure, if she stops calling me babes. Tilda, you realize we always want to do the opposite of what you say, right? Yeah, like, if Tilda were like, oh, you better stay away from my Moira, then I'd be like, bitch, I'll be her best friend. But like this? Hi, can I get a book? Is there anything cooler than space and than space sci-fi and aliens? I don't think so. I found a book like A Matter of Oaths. When memory wiped, Rafe applies for a job on a random patrol ship. A world-changing space opera unfolds, space battles, secret identities, queer romance, and VR tech only the 80s could imagine. That sounds fun. I packed precious little sci-fi anything. Oh, thus starts an epic space war full of plot twists and violence. Well... Oh boy, Darrow grew up fast. At 16, he was a married working man. Okay. Well... Oh, love queer paranormal romance? How about some funky space excursions and blushing eldritch abominations? Well, this novella is for you. A blend of science, space, magic, and lesbians. Okay, we're getting half of that one. I kind of want to read A Matter of Oath. It sounds good. There you go. We're getting Harper in on the lesbians. Anything hot off the press. I want something with a political message, and I'm feeling philosophical, but I'd prefer something not too tragic. Okay. Fern, we know your track record whenever I recommend you something with a political message. But we'll do our best, huh? Hi, Donna. I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not like everything is political or nothing. Brown Girl Dreaming, award-winning memoir in verse. Jacqueline uses poetry to share what it was like growing up black during the 60s and 1960s and 1970s in South Carolina and New York. Fun. You better not fucking tell me that is not political enough. Because I will, as we say in German, turn your neck around. Good. Hi, Anne. Hey, I'm glad I caught you. Do you happen to have another book for me? I already finished the last one. And I've got lots of spare time on my hands, so... Want to read something magical? Do you have anything like The Well at the World's End? Turns out the brilliant poet and designer William Morris also wrote a fantasy classic. This beautifully illustrated book follows a young adventurer in an action-packed world of fading magic. I had no idea. Okay, so fantasy, we're fresh out. Illustrated book follows a young adventurer, so we could check. I mean, this is like Aesop's Fable beautifully illustrated. Could work. Do we have anything with a fantasy setting? Oh, I could have given Fern Meridian. Let's check the classics. Oh, a mischievous shapeshifter embarks on a legendary adventure based on folktales and legends in this timeless Chinese classic. From 1592. Well, that sounds cool. One, I want to read that, and yeah, I'm going to recommend it to Anne, see what she thinks. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Nice. Bewitch me, enchant me. Just don't turn me into a toad, please. No promises.
Yay.
Oh, it's Moira. Want a little break? I am literally doing my job. Feel free to have a look around and do some shopping. Oh, I promise I won't take my eyes off the shop in the meantime. Moira, excuse me. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll just step out of my business and let you handle things, shall I? Like, I'm starting to think Moira's middle name is Overreach. You there. Again with the you there. We've known you for 2 days, Moira. Uh-huh. And right now I've known you for 11 seconds. It's like when someone calls me when I don't expect it and I answer and I'm like, are you butt dialing me? It's like, we've known you for 6 years. Right now I've known you for 11 seconds. I don't want to read anything from this entry and I can't stand fantasy, but please give me something romantic. Please assist me with my search. Okay. So you want a classic, nothing fantasy, but romantic. But the cask of Amontillado. Well, there you go. It's definitely not from this century. It's Shakespeare time? No, Anne Bronte. So ahead of its time that Anne's sister Charlotte, hid it from publishers until after Anne's death. There you go. Hey Klaus! Hells yeah, ever since I got over my songwriting block, there's been so much fresh energy in the band. Lux has been practicing their drumming during our break and they're absolutely awesome. And Moira brought multiple notebooks full of ideas with her from her travels. You should come by one of our practices sometime. We've been designing loads of album covers and coming up with song names too, so we could use your input. Now all we're missing is an opportunity to play to a proper crowd. It's really time that Buxtonbury gets a proper stage. We can't be the only ones craving some live events in this town, right? Actually, I remember there was a kid here recently who was very passionate about live theatre. That could be an avenue that could convince the council, right? I think the kid said he likes reading at the lighthouse. Yeah, is that too much? Because, yeah, we've met. Turns out there's no eligible stage. I also want to start spreading the word a bit more. I reckon people are ready to hear about Silence Libre. Here, we made this poster a while ago. Could you maybe hang it up in the bookshop? The more customers see it, the better. Sure. Show the poster to local metal fans. 1 out of 100. That one will take some time. Okay. If I was running the smaller shop that somehow gets 10 people inside at once, if someone started with you there, I'd be tempted to throw them out. Yup. Oh, I haven't pet the dog. Yeah, good boy, Behemoth. Yes, you are. Woof. Oh, what a good boy. Okay, let's go home. Wherever home is, we might be sleeping under a bridge. I have no idea. Okay, let's get this collection. Might have a little bit of everything. Yeah, good enough. Oh, well, we're overflowing on crime. Okay, well, let's pick a destination first before we go any place. Okay, what is today? Okay, it's Sunday. We can do what we want. Let us go to the castle ruins. Yeah. Boop. big? There we go. There. Now people can sit after buying a nice book and they can pet the dog. Aren't I smart? Okay, not enough space for this one also, but that's fine. Nope. Okay, I gotta paint that thing again. There we go. So, seems to be. Okay. Now, we don't know if there's going to be people at all, and we don't know what anyone at the castle ruin wants. Oh, we're going to see Harper definitely, because that's where the Pipit Pioneers camp. That's cool. Okay, let's talk some crime, hey. Okay, I reckon if the pioneers are there, then fact books might be the thing. But let's stock some kids' books as well. Some fantasy, and let's pop some classics down in there. Birds. Bing, bing. Oh. We can see the lighthouse from here. Okay, learn about the history of Buxtonbury Castle. Yeah, you come to realize how little you currently know about Buxtonbury's history. But there's always time to learn, so you briefly glance over the sign's text. Sometime in the 8th century, Norse explorers began taking an interest in the region's shores. Historians found evidence of a small hamlet settlement in the 9th century. To secure a foothold at the hilltop fort, Old Norse Borg was constructed. Instinctively, your eyes skip over a few paragraphs as another line captures your interest. Arguing that the fortification posed a threat to the greater region, local rebels were able to rally troops in 1298. After 3 months of skirmishes, the locals successfully overtook Norse forces and stormed the fort. You have a hard time imagining battle cries up here. Next to the quiet forest, it all seems so far away now. In the 14th century, the Dukedom of Rheicaster expanded their influence into the growing settlements along the River El, and from circa 1350 onwards, ducal forces manned what became known as Fort Burg. The walls you now see before you were presumably built around 1416, when the 12th Duke, Mikhail Rheicaster, deemed the century-old fort to be too small, impractical, and reportedly ugly, and ordered a number of reconstructions. Unfortunately, the new fort, mockingly called a castle by locals for its exuberance, only lasted until the fire of 1575. Buxtonbury sure has seen some interesting characters, but somehow that makes complete sense. Oh, I don't have my trash can, but I'm still gonna pick up the garbage because I'm nice. Oh look, there's a few graves. I've got a mini graveyard. Treats for Ria. Oh right, I forgot. We can make the cannon go bonk. Use the cannon! I don't know if it does anything. At most, I think it just scares the shit out of people. Well, for the evening, everyone have a lovely week. Bye, Ria. Have fun. Oh yeah, point of order for everyone else. I'm going to stream until the top of the hour. Because 1, my eyes are itching, and 2, once again, I'm hungry. Hey, mate. Let me have a look at your shelves here for a sec. Like... Hi, kitty. I had dinner, and still I'm hungry. You don't happen to have castles along the Loire now and then in stock, do you? I don't know. I think the one in Amboise is so underrated, but Lux didn't want to believe me, so I was hoping to show them the book. Top of the hour to you? Yes. Ah, bugger. Well, it wouldn't have been a huge coincidence, so don't worry. It's not a very well-known book. Wish we could still build our buildings that way to marvel at the beauty sure, but also to last for centuries. Although I guess even the greatest forts can eventually crumble to time. I mean, yeah, the upkeep is hell. That reminds me, I should visit some castles in the Loire sometimes. It's not super far away from here. No, and it's beautiful. Have you visited the ruins of Fort Bourg yet? Yes, I was literally just there and I read the plaque and everything. People always call it a castle, but that's technically incorrect. I know. Historians think there must have been a smaller hill fort there in the 9th century. Yes, it says so on the sign, Klaus. And sometime... I love that he just tells me what I just read on the sign, but sometime between 1270 and 1280, the old Duke built Fort Bourg there. Most of it got destroyed in the fire of 1575, though. Yes, I know. I've been talking about this for a while now, haven't I? Yes, you have. It's okay, Klaus. Shit, it's hyperfixation. I know. I mean, I wouldn't ever say anything. I just politely smile and nod. Hi, Kitty. Yep, lie down. Yes, lie down. You've licked my chin enough for one day. Wouldn't mind learning more about nature. Also, it might be nice to read a graphic novel. It's from my little sister. Okay, let's see if we have graphic novels about nature. The Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. Don't know, what did I just say? Come on. Politely smiling and nodding is often the best tactic, I find. Yeah. And I mean, you know, it is lovely when people are excited about something, want to tell you about it. So, you know, it's not hardship. It's just so fucking hilarious because I just read the sign. Oh, there are Aesop's Fables again. I mean, it's not exactly a graphic novel, but... Good. That went down as good enough. Shop is looking green today. Yes, to be honest, I think I've been more or less in the same situation IRL more than once, in fact. Yeah, same.
Yay.
Like, on both ends of it, I will admit. So, you know. I see if your garlic here. It makes everything cozier. Yes, I do. Hopefully it won't really keep vampires away. They could be paying customers after all. Paging Ria.
Oh.
By the way, did you volunteer to be a pioneer captain too? Not that I know. Just me then, I'm sure I'll manage to supervise a dozen kids somehow. I know, already a lot going on with uni. I should probably focus on that.
Yeah.
But how could I leave these cool kids hanging, huh? So, I'm into horror. And I wouldn't mind a book that included animals. The Life and Times of the Wicked
We're
Witch
just
of the
normal
West.
men.
We're just normal men. Okay, what do we have in terms of horror? Let's find out. American Psycho. Yeah, sure. How about that? I mean, do I just give them... I don't know if I have it, but do I just give them Pet Sematary? That's about animals, right? Birdland. Not exactly about birds. I mean, Midsummer Night's Dream has a donkey in it, but it's not horror. horror about animals. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much the same way Romeo and Juliet is about romance. Yeah. I mean, horror about animals just leaves me Pet Cemetery, doesn't it? This is, let's call it difficult. Let's see if we have anything in the classics. There's Journey to the West again, but I don't think it classes as horror. Ma'am, I don't think I have what you're looking for. Or kid. I mean, here's the Chicago Manual style. That probably has animals in it. It definitely counts as horror. So, yeah. Sorry, kid. Technically not wrong, but, yeah. Yeah, sorry about it, folks. Oh, right, the cannon. Okay, so firing the cannon ups the chance for basically kids, fantasy, and crime, but you get one fewer recommendation. So I'm a huge comic fan, sorry, and I still like children's books, but absolutely nothing romantic, please. Okay. Oh, fresh out of children's books. Death Note? I don't think I have anything else in terms of comics. No, definitely not romantic. Okay, yeah, we need to... Stella? Yeah, we need to stock more children's books apparently, because I've basically run out. But they'll be back. Gonna pet the dog? Yes, speak. Yeah, Fan has been, like, really quiet. Like, they've asked for one recommendation so far, I think, and has not, like, actually said anything to us this entire week. So I think he's feeling a bit shy. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty good on the rest. Okay, let's go to Mega Marché, and then that's our stream. I don't remember when the murder happens, so... Drama and crime. Okay, let's fill this up with classics. Okay. The murder has happened. Oh man, now I wish I had an Angela Lansbury stream alert. Has there been a murder? Although she never actually fucking says that, does she? There's been a murder. Mr. Flappy. Moida! Mr. Flappy got viciously. Oh, there's garbage and I don't have my trash can. Oh, well, it's fine. I'll pick it up anyway. Because I'm a responsible citizen or something. Okay.
All right, who's not dead? Sound off.
That's fun. There you go. Oh, I do have my trash can with me. Very good. Okay, but the ones I picked up earlier didn't count. Oh, well, it's fine. Murder feels pretty out of place in this cozy little game about selling books to random queer weirdos, not gonna lie. Well, you know, it's only like supermarket mascot murder. Oh, good thing you're here. Quick, come on over. I have to show you something. Yeah, I've seen. See, someone must have taken matters into their own hands and deflated. I love the little Ace Attorney effect on that one. Deflated this mascot. You know what that means, right? My first investigative article about crime. Would you help me out a bit? I could use a hand keeping track of all the clues. Sure. For starters, we should put everything up on a board so we can work out any connections. A murder board. I quickly procured one for us at the supermarket. There's our investigation board. We can't let this story slip through our fingers, alright? So I made a case file of all the facts we have so far. Here's a copy for you. There you go. You've been deputized as Assistant Investigative Reporter. That title doesn't really hold any legal value since I sort of made it up. So, here's the rundown. Sometime last evening, someone came by and stabbed the mascot. But we have yet to find the murder weapon. However, this offense doesn't strike me as premeditated, but rather enacted in the heat of the moment. So someone just had a knife on them? So if my hunch is correct, it should be somewhere around here. Oh, could you talk to someone at the marché about their CCTV footage? Thanks, partner. Come back whenever you find any new clues. I'll be waiting here to keep an eye on the crime scene. Why am I talking to them about the CCTV footage? You're press. I'm not. You've just received your first case. While you want to investigate the case, make sure to keep it and the investigation board in your bookshop. Oh, I never leave home without my potential murder weapon, don't you? I mean, I would just use my keys. Oh god, what's the Ace Attorney music that plays when Phoenix starts getting somewhere in court, because that started playing in my head. Hey Klaus, remember when Crabcore was a thing in like 2009 or so? No? That was wild, right? Sorry, this is random. I just saw a crab at the beach. So yeah, no. Valid, but... So you're investigating that whole mascot thing too, huh? If you ask me, someone really didn't like the new mascot. I mean, I haven't solved this case on my other save yet, so I literally don't know. But my first fucking suspect is Tilda. But honestly, can you blame them? Ah, right, you're wondering about the CCTV footage. It's called my bag. It's fucking heavy. Only dropping by for a tiny moment between buses, but y'all have a good evening. Hi, Fluff. Bye, Fluff. Have a good evening. I hope your bus isn't late and you're not waiting for the bus in the rain. Yeah, Cassie's been getting on my case about that. And it looks like someone must have deleted it. Don't know how it happened. It was Agent 47. It was Agent 47 and he deleted the footage. It is not raining, which, good, nice. We have experienced a brief fluffening. Looks like someone deleted the CCTV TV footage. Honestly, I'm surprised that thing worked in the first place. Gonna boop some butts about it. Give me a fact book and I wouldn't mind something niche. Also, I'm getting into more non-fiction these days. I mean, yeah, that tends to be what a fact book is. There's a duck you need to see, possibly later, if Grumble puts in the Discord. I'm probably for okay. Well, if you're here, here's a duck. It's made out of wicker, rattan, and it's a bowl. And I have 2 of them. This one only has 1 eye, so I'm keeping it. My mum gets the other one. That has 2 eyes. It's a duck. The wicker duck knows what you did. So there we go. Thank you, Sammy, for reminding me of the duck interlude. But yeah, I will put pictures on the server. Okay. Non-fiction, is it? Well, I don't think the Tudors is quite niche enough. World of Encyclopedia of Trees. Is that niche? Here you go. Let's find out. He likes it. Good. All hail Wicker Duck. Yes. Okay. Look, the fun part is I know where the fucking murder weapon is, so. A knife! You found the murder weapon, a suspiciously unassuming kitchen knife. Why would someone just have a kitchen knife on them? Exactly. 10% to crime sale chance, 30% danger, 10% minus customer count. Yeah, I wonder why. For kitchen emergencies. Oh, is that like horse emergencies? You never know. Oh wow! Look at the boosts next to. I'm partially covering up, but there's like so many boosts. Oh my god! Crime is flying off the shelves right now. Oh my god. There are very normal reasons to have a knife. Yes, like, you know, a knife, like a pocket knife. But why would you have a kitchen knife on you when you're going out? What's with that clue board? Well, you see, Harper, there's been a fucking murder. Are you a real detective now? Yes. I'm not sure I believe you. No detective has that many books. Excuse me?
What?
Like, have you seen the shelves in 221 Baker Street? For stabbing reasons? Well, yes. But, like, Fern was saying how this didn't seem premeditated. So it's like, if it's not premeditated, why did they have a kitchen knife in their bag? So you're saying someone destroyed the Mega Marché mascot? Yes. You're finding out who did it? Yes. Cool. See, Harper likes me. Hopelessly in love with romance novels. Give me something with a low page count, and I enjoy literary fiction. Well, that's the mousetrap, is it? Life's expiration date is non-negotiable in this heart-wrenching story of 2 teenage boys spending the last 24 hours together. Story of love, hope, and death. Okay, well, the thing is, I think, when she says romance novel, she wants me to conform to the genre convention of a happily, like a happy ever after, which this is possibly not, especially if it's titled They Both Die at the end. Just saying. I mean, clap on you land, also great. Okay, no, mobile Twitch sucks. Bye! Bye! Look, you got to see the ducks. Like, we're all good. Yeah, but we knew Oprah was cool. Yeah. I mean, it's not super short, but I'm gonna give a clap where you land. Okay. Fine. Okay, they've bought me out of all my crime. Usually like books with plot twists. Also, I like my crime novels more on the thriller side of the spectrum. Yeah, the problem is I have no more crime in my house. I can give you the mousetrap, and that's about it. I'm just gonna give them the mousetrap and see what happens. But no, they're not gonna want the mousetrap, are they? Thrilling classic of early science fiction. I mean, the focus is on the plot twist. Also, I like my crime novels more on the thriller side. Let's just try that and see if it works. Okay. An agreeable alternative, as Mr. Collins would say. Bloody hell. Okay, they didn't quite clear me out, but that was pretty good. Okay, let's talk to Fern. Good work finding the murder weapon. I can't make out any fingerprints, but it looks like a plain kitchen knife to me. So someone must have brought this from home, which would negate my heat of the moment theory. Well, if we can figure out whose knife it is, we'll be one step closer to cracking this case. Let's start asking around. Okie dokie. Which we will be doing next week. Yes, my child. Okay. We will be unequipping the knife. And we only need to investigate when we're at the marché, I think. Although, no, let's keep the board on. Fine. But we will not be having the knife around. Hey, Harper, do you recognize this knife? Wandering around with a murder weapon does seem unwise a little bit, but, like, dumping it in the trash bin, like, about 10 to 15 meters away from the scene of the crime is also unwise, so... They did not think that through, whoever it was. Okay. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I had a wonderful time. I've learned that I am too German to be friends with Moira. And it's good to learn, like, it's good to discover things about yourself, isn't it? So, thanks for streaming and for Duck. Yes, Ducky. Have a lovely week. I hope that you can sleep well. I think you need to be more Brazilian to be friends with her, possibly. What? Smoke. Yeah, sleep well. I hope you have a good time the rest of the week. And I will be back here on Friday with the game that's also on my shirt. So, there you go.
Bye-bye.